As many as 170 wildfires are now burning throughout the territories. Crews have arrived from across the country and Alaska to help. The billowing smoke is affecting air quality, and some areas have been evacuated. One of the places that's been abandoned is Plummer's Lodge on Great Slave Lake. My next guest is someone who had to flee the lodge. Chummy Plummer is now taking refuge in Great Bear Lake, and he joins me now. So, Chummy, at what point did you decide that you and your guests just had to get out of the lodge?
Well, it was last Thursday when we could see the fires coming over the hills towards the lodge. And we knew if the wind came up from the west and the north, like it was suspected to do, that we were going to lose the place. So we had to get everybody out of there.
And so just how close was it?
It's about 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer coming towards the it came from the north over our airstrip, and it went around the end of the airstrip. That was a bit of a fire break. And everybody decided we better get everybody out of there, and that we didn't think we were going to get any help. We got everybody out Saturday morning. We sent one of our float planes in, and we brought another bigger airplane on wheels because the wind allowed us to do that, even though the fire was right on the end of the runway.
So, you know, we're looking at some of these pictures, and it really does look like a frightening situation. Your guests go up there to enjoy a fishing trip vacation, Chummy. What are they saying about this unexpected experience?
Well, everybody was glad to get out of there. Everybody was getting very apprehensive. So what we did, we got those airplanes in there, and we brought those people into Yellowknife, and of course they went home. Back down south or wherever they were from, and then the ones that were due into Slave Lake on Saturday, we scheduled them up to our camp up on Great Bear Lake, where I am right now. So we didn't inconvenience any people. They're just on a different lake, and everybody's happy.
So I understand that you still have staff at the lodge, right?
Absolutely. They're still walking what they call the wet line. That's on Sunday when the forest firefighters came in and decided to do a back burn. We thought we were going to lose the place on Sunday. It was so bad, but the wind just came up from the east, and the boys, I guess the forest fire people, said, here's one chance, we'll light a backfire, and they did. They brought in water bombers and helicopters and a couple of crews, and they just went at it and lit this backfire, and it was it's a success. Everybody thinks it's a great textbook.
Wow, you must be very relieved to hear that. What are some of the people that are still there, your staff and the firefighters, the people that you've spoken to? What have they said about what it's been like?
Well, it was pretty scary. The only thing is, of course, being right on a point, and of course a fishing lodge with lots of boats. So if it got to a dangerous situation, of course, they could have just jumped in boats and went down the lake a few miles and watched it burn, but they didn't have to do that.
And just finally, do you have any sense of when you'll be able to go back and when you'll be able to open up that lodge again?
Well, I'm talking to the staff down there a couple times a day. Last night, they were still putting out some hot spots that are in the backburn area. And of course, the fires are still raging all around the camp, so we're not going to put anybody back into that situation where the smoke could come in and make their trip real miserable, and you wouldn't want to be there. So we're going to continue to bring everybody to Great Bear Lake, and as for the guests, people coming to the Northwest Territories, they won't be inconvenienced at all.
Chummy, we wish you well and hope that you're able to get back to the lodge, the other lodge, soon. Thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you.